Hey, I'm Hunt, and this is Hunt on LSU, your channel for LSU Fighting Tiger football talk. Enjoy the video. We want you to leave a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe right below the video. Enjoy.
Big news for Brian Kelly, Blake Baker, and the Fighting Tigers today as they do get a flip from a previously committed SEC player. That player, Jaiden Braker, who was committed to the South Carolina Gamecocks until about an hour ago. And that's when he decided to flip things over to the Fighting Tigers of LSU. This was expected by a lot of folks in the industry. Breaker had been committed to the Gamecocks, but he came in for the Bayou Splash over the weekend. Everybody thought that there was a pretty good surge made there by LSU, and they do get the flip. Now, Breaker is a really, really projectable athlete. This is all from Shea Dixon over at On3, but he's 6'3", 217 as a rising senior. You talk about a guy in that physical shape, it's not hard at all to imagine him showing up on campus next year at 6'3", 230. I mean, you're talking 13 pounds away from 6'3", 230. As Shea reports, he's got 10-inch hands, 34-inch arms, an 80-inch wingspan, and he can break 11 seconds in the 100, sub 11 in the 100. This is a freakish athlete. And Blake Baker targeted him, wanted him in the fold, and LSU does make that move. Now, he's a 3-star by every recruiting service, and he's a guy that I think is maybe late to the party from that perspective. But when you look at the projectables, this is certainly a guy that LSU is excited about adding in to the fold. He is from South Gwinnett down in Snellville, Georgia. LSU has done a really good job of recruiting Georgia in the past, and just talk about some Georgia linebackers. Kelvert Shepard, pretty good. Kevin Minner, pretty good. I think that LSU may be comfortable dipping into Georgia to go grab a linebacker. So Jaiden Breaker decides he wants to be in this class. He joins Keelan Moses from right here in U-High, and then Charles Ross as the linebackers in this class that is starting to fill up. The numbers were a little bit slow, but you look at the last 10 days, and LSU started to pick up some more commitments. So Jaiden Braker, the latest in that group. But Shea Dixon from On3, and this is not some sort of private information. These are RPM picks that he's made public on 3. Doesn't believe that LSU is done in the coming days. He's put a couple of predictions in for LSU. One is on Mike Tyler, who is from the state of South Carolina, not committed to South Carolina like Breaker was, but from the state of South Carolina. He's another tight end. He was here for the Bayou Splash, big, physical, would join J.D. LaFleur, whose, of course, dad played tight end at LSU in the 90s, as the other tight end in this class. And if there's one thing that's very evident, it's that Brian Kelly is not slowing down with bringing in tight ends. He obviously started with Mason Taylor, but you go out and you get Kamorian Pimpton, and you get Mac Markway, and you get Trey Green, and then you go get J.D. LaFleur, and you're looking at Mike Tyler to bring in. Like, they're going to continue to bring in a lot of tight ends because they prioritize that position and believe in it very, very much. There's two things that I said when Brian Kelly got this job. I said, I don't know how he'll recruit the state of Louisiana. I don't know who he's going to bring on his staff. I don't know if he'll win the SEC. I don't know if he'll win a national championship. I don't know if he'll win 3 national championships. I don't know. But I feel pretty good about knowing that he's going to put a good offensive line out there and he's going to develop tight ends. Because that was just, there's too much track record from Notre Dame and even at Cincinnati that's going to happen. And we're seeing it from an offensive line perspective day after day after day. And now you're starting to see it at tight end. We talked about Trey Green at the top of this hour, and now Mike Tyler is a guy that Shea Dixon expects that LSU will land here in short order. Mike Tyler is a 3-star recruit. He is 6'4", 220 pounds, looking at NC State, Ole Miss, South Carolina, among some others. But LSU looking to be in good place with Mike Tyler there. And the other recruiting prediction machine that Shea Dixon put in for LSU today, and this is on 3 on the Bengal Tiger if you want to check it out, is Aiden Anding, the cornerback from Ruston. This is a guy that makes a ton of sense for Corey Raymond to bring in. He's an in-state guy. He has been a good player at Ruston. He is long and rangy like Corey Raymond prioritizes. He's 5'11", only 160 pounds, but that's the guy who's starting his senior year in high school here. you're going to figure that guy could easily add 20 pounds to that frame and all of a sudden be the type of player that Corey Raymond likes to add. You just don't see Corey Raymond grabbing a lot of 5'9" corners. But when you start to get up towards 6 feet, that's where he likes to live, and Aiden Anding fits that bill. Now, certainly Jabari Antoine does too, and I don't know that I would certainly suggest that because Jabari Antoine is committed elsewhere and that Aiden Anding appears to be trending to LSU, that means the Antoine recruitment is completely done. I'll be honest. I will be completely honest. If Jabari Antoine visits Miami for a football game this year and sees that crowd in that stadium off campus for that program that hasn't been relevant in a long time and still decides to go through with that, I'll just say, okay, that's fine. Like if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And it sounds like, 36-year-old homer dude that's, diminishing a kid's college choice because he only likes LSU. But have you seen the pictures on the internet of Miami Stadium when they play? There's no one there. No one cares. And that's fine. Miami's an incredible town. I honeymooned there. It's awesome. I see the appeal in going to that place year-round with that weather. But if you're going to be from right down the road and see 100,000 in Tiger Stadium playing in the SEC as opposed to going to Hard Rock and seeing 11 people in the stands playing Pitt, I think LSU's still in it for Antoine. That's what I mean to say when I'm talking about all this. But you can take Anding too. Keep in mind, we're going to have scholarships ballooning up to 105. You're not limited to 25 in a class. You just take good players. So while I think there are some that follow recruiting and go, oh, they're offering Anding now and they want him in the class, and they didn't want him initially because they thought they were going to get Antoine and Pickett, and they didn't get Antoine, so now they want Anding. I'm not quite there. I think that there's room for more people at the end. And I think that Anding makes a lot of sense. Texas is in play here. Miami's in play here. It's another 3-star, but I trust Corey Raymond's evaluation of corners, and if they think that Anding has earned a spot in their evaluation and they like what they saw at the Bayou Slash and had a good relationship with him, I think that makes a lot of sense for Anding to be in this class, and I would expect in pretty short order that he would make his way into this class. You continue to look at LSU's rankings in this class, and it continues to look really, really good. LSU is the number 3 class in the country. You've got 3 5-stars, 13 4-stars, and 3 3-stars, but you're starting to catch up from a numbers perspective, like I said. Ohio State tops this list at number 1. They've got 24 commits. Alabama's number 2. They've got 21. You're right there at number 3 with 19 commitments. If you look at average rating, LSU currently sits at 2nd behind Ohio State, 92.3. Oh, sorry, they're sitting first. Oregon's first. Oregon's only got 14 commits. They're 92.46, LSU 92.34. But anyway you slice it, this class looks fantastic on paper. It's just that. It's paper. In a transfer portal era, it is what it is. But we know what Brian Kelly's intention is. His intention is to sign high-level high school classes and develop from there instead of running to the transfer portal and trying to restock the shelves every single winter. That's not what he wants to do. This is the way to do that, and I think things are trending in a very, very positive situation. It's been a great couple of weeks for LSU on the recruiting trail, and Shea Dixon and his team expect that to continue here over the next couple of days. Today's news, Jaiden Braker from South Carolina commits from Georgia, a South Carolina commit, flips to LSU. He becomes the next member of this class at tight end for the Tigers.
Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button. Leave your comments below and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.